Hi there. Today I'm gonna talk to you about a famous actor called Charlie Chaplin. Chaplin was one of the biggest stars of the early years of cinema. Most of his films were in black and white, and most of them were silent. That is, they did not have people speaking in them. Charlie Spencer Chaplin was born into a very poor family in Southwark, London, on the 16th of April, 1889. You can see a map showing Southwark on the top left here. He had a difficult childhood. His father left when Charlie was only 2. Both his parents were stage performers, and Charlie began acting on stage when he was 5. Charlie's mother was sent to a psychiatric hospital when he was 9, and he went to live with his father. However, his father had become an alcoholic, so Charlie and his brother were sent to school for poor children. You can see a picture of Charlie Chaplin at school. In the photo, he's at the bottom in the center, here. Chaplin continued to act on stage and became a popular comic performer. The picture on the top in the middle shows Chaplin acting in a Sherlock Holmes story. In 1910, he was taken to America, where he was a big hit. You can see a poster advertising him here in 1913. In 1914, he started making films. He developed his most famous comic character, the Tramp, pictured on the left here. His first movie as the Tramp was the 11-minute film Kids Auto Races at Venice. As the Tramp, Chaplin became one of the biggest stars of the silent era, famous throughout the world. By 1916, he was one of the highest paid people in the world, on a salary of $670,000 a year. That is about $14 million in today's money. However, he became unhappy because he was under pressure to produce films quickly. He wanted to take more time to make better quality films. Chaplin took more control, and he began to make better and better films. His first masterpiece in 1921 was The Kid. Chaplin plays the tramp who finds the child abandoned by his mother, and they become thieves until the police try to take the child away from him. The mother, now rich, finds her son and invites the tramp to live with them. You can see a poster for The Kid on the left here. In 1925, he made what he considered his greatest film, The Gold Rush, about gold mining in Alaska. It contains a famous scene in which the tramp, starving, boils and eats his own leather boot. The silent era of film was ending, and talking pictures were becoming popular. For a while, Chaplin tried to continue making silent films because he felt the tramp should not speak. He made another of his most highly rated films, City Lights, in 1932. You can see a poster for City Lights in the middle here. But Chaplin became more and more political. He was very worried by the rise of Adolf Hitler. He noticed a similarity between the Trump's mustache and Hitler's, and how he was born only a few days earlier than Hitler. He made a satire on Hitler called The Great Dictator in 1940. Chaplin's politics began to cause him problems. After the war, the US became very anti-communist. The government worried that Chaplin was a communist and banned him from entering the US. Chaplin moved to Switzerland with his fourth wife. He continued to make films, but they were not so successful. In 1972, the US lifted its ban and Chaplin went to receive a Lifetime Oscar. Here is the picture of him receiving his Oscar. He received a 12-minute standing ovation, the longest in Academy's history. He died aged 88 in 1977. He was buried in Switzerland, and you can see his gravestone here in CtE1. Thank you for listening.